That's okay if it's not accurate. No one else is going to remember it for sure. So I think the city is going to be celebrating 80th anniversary in a couple of years. And you were saying you think that the first septic system was put down for the city in 1920.
I was thinking it was in 26. Thinking someone told me that, but I'm not sure.
Thinking it was for the gravity feed, some of the pipes were extremely deep.
Yeah, very, very deep.
Could be.
And it seems like they were 25, 26 feet deep.
Wow. I don't know how in the world you would begin to start to do that, but people figure out.
You strike water usually before you get that deep.
That's good. That's true around here because we're not that far above.
I might be wrong. That could be wrong.
Well, you could be right though. Because would it have been a big water tower like we have now that Tucker loves so much back then? Well, that's different. Water is different than
that water tower that's there. The old one has been there, I think, many years before I ever started coming to town. It's pretty old.
And it's still functioning.
They're still using it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Had it painted several times.
Seems like one time it was maroon and gold. I'm sure that didn't last long because that was probably a hot color. Make the water.
I don't recall. I know they had to paint the inside of it one time.
Oh. I wonder what they paint the inside of.
I don't really know what they put inside.
But,
and the treatment plant, unless they've changed it, is right underneath the old water tower, right there beside it or something. They treat it in a vat or a tank or something. I think it's a brick. I'm not sure. It's in a tank, underground tank, I believe.
Similar to a septic tank, maybe.
I don't know if it's
really know.
It's concrete or what, but the water they pump out goes into that, and then it comes back through they add lime and chlorine. I think the chlorine is liquid or gas or whatever, but they use hydrated lime and add a certain amount per gallon. Because we used to sell them the lime, and as far as I know, they still do it.
To filter it.
We'd sell them the lime by the ton. Sell them many tons in a year's time.
To treat it, I guess.
To treat the lime,
water.
to treat the acidity of it.
Hmm.
And Alberta would buy it, Gulf Shores, Foley. I think we sold the Foley, Fairhope,
So it was
Silver Hill.
a lot of hauling back and forth.
A lot of, yeah. We
Just
bought a hydrated lime by a 25-ton load.
Now, was that what the front end loader forklift?
Forklift, we had a forklift.
Was that what you had to? What Mr. Henry turned it over
No,
by?
that was lime. It's just agricultural lime.
Oh, that was.
The dry lime before we started getting the moist lime. The dry lime is just like talcum powder. It was so fine that when you let that bucket down with a load of lime in it, you raise it up, reach over the truck and start letting it down. It creates a vacuum. It won't pour out. It's so fine. It's just, it'll pour out, but it'll all go at once.
Chunk.
And,
like a brick. Huh?
yeah.
Like a cake of.
Anyway, he let the bucket drop like that, and it didn't any of it. It just hung, and over in the truck he went. The arms of the forklift came down through an oak sideboard belonged to Elvin Devine. About that far, just ripped right through them.
My goodness.
Both arms, and he was right up against the top of it. It had him pinned back against the seat.
His own weight.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't pressed, but he was. He was in a close spot, and the motor went dead on the thing, and he was over there by himself. And he said he couldn't get out the way he was, and he wouldn't crank back up. But he turned the starter and pressed the lever, and the starter turned the pump and gradually let him back down. So that's the time we didn't load any more till I took it over to Arnold Wilson's welding shop and had him build a super heavy duty roll cage on it. And I told him also when I learned my lesson on the seat belt, I went back in and gave him an order,
Stern.
I guess you'd say.
Talking to
Yeah, I didn't want to see anybody move that Bobcat without having a seatbelt fastened. Better not see anybody operating without a seatbelt, because I came so close to getting killed.